And now making their way to cage number 1. In the blue corner, representing Ireland, Peter Halpenny.
Okay.
So we go to the bigger boys, mate. This is it, the middleweights. The first of the middleweights we've seen today. Peter Halpenny from Ireland.
He has a record of 2-2.
2-2.
Coming into this one. So a mixed bag at the minute. He's fighting a good opponent.
Yep, so a win, a loss, a win, a loss. Oh, he's pumped up for it, that's for sure.
He's up for this.
Yeah, he is up for it. Peter Halpenny pumped up, ready to go.
Making their way to cage
Big,
number 1 in the red corner, representing
Definitely, big
England,
middleweight.
Omar Dacres.
It's interesting how you see loads of people's different approaches to it. And some people like to rev themselves up. Some people like to be ultimately calm.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just, I suppose, it's just what works for you.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, you get your Fedor Emelianenko stoicism, where people are calm and relaxed, and you get your Peter Halpenny Vanderlei Silver-esque shout and scream. Yeah, it's just whatever gets you where you need to be, really, because what it all comes down to is as soon as the fight starts, if you're super nervous, if you're really calm, as soon as that first punch is thrown, it all changes anyway and you're in the fight. So his opponent making his way in is Sydney Dacres. We're just going to call him Sydney from this point on anyway. So Sydney, and this is our 83.9 or 84 middleweight category.
And Sydney's got a 3-2 record, so they've got very similar records coming into this fight.
And Sydney looks even taller than Peter Halpenny.
He's taller than the cage.
Yeah. And we're underway.
Here we go.
Nice jab. Solid kicks from Peter. He's not messing around. Everything he's throwing has intent. Lovely shot. Nice sprawl. Oh, so Peter's got to change his level. He's now on the body clinch. When he had those arms together around the back of the legs, he needs to re-penetrate, change his level. So Sydney now with a really strong overhook on that left-hand side. Good wrist control on the other arm. And he's to the back. Peter now has the back. Scoops that leg up. Changes level for the single. So this is the thing with tall people, even if you're tall yourself, tall people are hard to take down. They have a very long legs to open up, which means their hips really strong. And not taking away from Sydney, he's done very well. That 2-on-1 on that wrist there is going to be really hard to break.
And how much energy is Peter using trying to secure this takedown?
Well, anyway, he'd be using a lot, but because of how intense he was when he came in, I would say he's frantically trying to get this. So I would say Peter's using a lot of energy. The intensity that he comes in with. Good knee up the middle. Oh, lovely sprawl by Sydney.
He's looking sharp in the striking as well.
Yeah, I feel like he's smothering his work a little bit though, Sydney. I think he could maybe be 6 inches further off of his opponent. Just hasn't quite settled in and found the range yet, because I mean this is a grueling, horrible fight which lends itself towards Peter because of the range.
Sydney's calling there, giving him a bit of advice
and
there.
Sydney listening. Trying to get them to go to the 100%. And as they say, keep hitting him. Sydney throws the shots. Again, great use of his long limbs to stay on his feet. Peter Halpenny needs to go, I think, get that right underhook nice and high up the back. Really try and force Sydney over and then step behind for that single leg. Nice use of the hips again. Great work on the cage defense. Nice knee up the middle by Sydney.
He's throwing some big knees when he's getting that little bit of space.
See how wide he can get those legs.
And he's free and clear.
Nice. Now let's see how he manages the range now.
Yeah, big shots. He's rocked him. He's rocked him.
With that left.
He's throwing back.
Throwing.
Wow, what a head kick.
And another head kick.
Oh, wow.
just overcommits to those shots a bit too much. Great work, a brilliant, an exciting first round,
That
right?
was an exciting first
round. Yeah, so Sydney just overcommitting ever so slightly. He's just maybe like 3 or 4 inches just inside the range that he needs to be. That kicking range where he hit head was perfect. If he can just sit on that range for his strikes, it stops Peter being able to, I'm going to use the word, not to sound derogatory, like panic shooting, you know? So when Peter panic shoots, you just want to be just outside of that range. You can counter that. At the moment, Sydney's still there. So when Peter's shooting, you can just get a hand on him. But great action.
That was a great action, yeah. And fair play to Peter, because there was a time which I thought this could be over any second. He looked rocked.
When he clipped him with that left hand, yeah.
But he stayed in it.
Look
Sydney
how relaxed.
That's what I was just about to say, mate. He looks so relaxed. Just one foot up against the cage.
Hardly breathing.
Looks like he's waiting for a taxi.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, Peter didn't look that relaxed on the way in. Right, will Peter come out and chase that takedown again, or will he settle in and throw some shots?
Here we go, round 2. Wonder if we'll see more of the same. Got action from the off.
Yeah, Peter's obviously not afraid to trade with Sydney. Oh, lovely drive, lovely sprawl again. Unfortunately, Peter's shot and he had no drive behind it. And armbar, and against a long opponent. Can't quite get that leg over the head. Now he has. And Sydney recognised it and done really well. Now, lovely work scrambling to the back. So Peter now has a lot of control over the hips of Sydney. Sydney needs to try and get his back and his bum to the fence. So reach right over his head with the right hand and really try and get your back and your bum to the fence so you're almost chest to chest again. This is nice. If he can just get his back to the fence. Good work. Really good work. Good knee as well. Peter's got his hands together though. He needs to change his level, not just pull him out. The trouble with a long guy, if you try and pull him off the fence like that, they can pull your arms out the body. You need to change your level and repenetrate and take that double leg.
Feels like a bit of a... They're both strikers, so I don't mean this in any negative way, but a bit of a grappler striker at the minute.
Yeah, that was a terrible decision by Peter. Terrible decision. That was nothing but panic. Not that he doesn't want to fight him, but panic like he's like, I'll get the takedown, I'll get the takedown. Oh, and he gets what we call the idiot sweep. Lovely work by Peter Halpenny there. Oh, he's got a Darce. Has he got a Darce there? Yeah, he's got a Darce there, like a modified Darce guillotine. Can he come up on top with it? He's going to struggle to finish it from there. Side control now. And I think I heard the clacker for 10 seconds, didn't I?
Is he in danger here, do you think? Oh, no, he's let it go.
Nice. Well done to Sydney, staying relaxed, but it was a good attempt. Sydney now on top, landing some shots. And that concludes the second round. Solid round, that one. That had everything in it for us. Some grappling, some striking. Much harder round to call, I believe, that one. I think Peter's tenacity and hanging on for that takedown attempt got him the takedown, and he threw up a lovely, magnificent armbar, which he didn't finish, but it was a nice attack off of his back, and then the Darce choke.
Definitely has shown some real threats there in round 2. This has been one of the most exciting fights I can say we've had today, and it looks like it's got a high potential of going the distance as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's going to come down to now whether Peter sticks with this same game plan, which I mean, it wouldn't be ill-advised for his corner to be saying to him, look, do everything you've got, you get takedown. Everything you've got, get that takedown. And would you be telling Sydney, really, like, keep this on your feet?
Yeah, take a step back.
Take a step back, exactly.
Here we go, we're about to find out what's going to happen here in round 3.
Overhand right to the inside trip.
Oh, he's got the takedown.
Really nice.
This is early in round 3
Yeah,
to get the
that
takedown.
was really nice as well. Overhand right to the inside leg trip. So is Peter going to work towards the back? Yeah, he's going to work towards the back now. Is he going to opt to put that other hook in, or is he going to try and land some shots? Landing some shots. I can't see if he's got wrist control. No, he hasn't. That's lovely. Gets the hook in, loses it, but that hook's there. Nice. That's lovely back control.
This is looking dangerous for 2 minutes left.
Trying to get the body triangle. He's got to watch out here. That head and arm. That head and arm is there. That is going to be, even with that defence that Sydney's putting on. That answer the telephone defence. So now Peter's put himself in a very good position for ground and pound now. If you look, he's got that like Dagestani handcuff on the hand that's underneath. So he could posture and quite possibly land some really good ground and pound with that right hand. Dominant mount position now. Got his arms trapped underneath though, he needs to free that.
What's the best path for Sydney here? What would you be doing?
Oh, he needs to mount escape. You need to let go of this holding on. He needs to mount escape. Get onto a hip, step over the foot, clear the guard, and he needs to get out of here. This is, you know, European is dominated as dominated could be here.
1 minute left.
That's a lovely escape. Really well done. Straight to the underhook on the left as well. Really good work. Nice underhook. Lovely. Good work.
40 seconds left. And Peter Halpenny.
Oh, that Dars is there. He's going to struggle because he's got long arms, makes it difficult. But that's close. He could even feed the left arm back through now and go to the guillotine instead. Or he could switch to the left arm over the neck and go Japanese necktie.
15 seconds.
Well done to Sydney. He cleared the wrist really well. Now Sydney's on top.
Peter's game's really shone through in this last round.
Yeah, it has. He's implemented it really well the last round. I mean, that was a poor way to finish, but luckily it was the last couple of seconds. But he implemented his game really well that last round.
I'd love to. I don't know if we can see a replay of the last 30 of that first round.
Yeah,
that was something spectacular.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
what
really
a fight! Sort of, what an amazing fight.
It was a really good fight. Yeah, real back and forth. To be fair, I'm glad it didn't get a decision, or so glad it didn't get a submission or a knockout there, because it was nice to see how Peter stuck with the same game plan but made tiny little changes just to implement what he needed to do, and then it worked for him. In my opinion, from what I saw, I think Peter's game plan worked for him in the end, and he had a very, very dominant third round.
Yeah, it was really a case of adapt and overcome in that one.
Exactly, yeah. The decision's coming slowly.
Judges really thinking about this one, Wes.
Yeah, they are. Either that or we can't find a ring announcer. What are you saying? What are you thinking here?
I'm leaning towards Peter.
Yeah, likewise.
On
Just
cage
at the back of
number
the
1,
last
they
two
went the full
rounds.
3 rounds,
Yeah.
and your winner by unanimous decision in the red corner, representing England,
wow, I did not
Omar
expect
Dacres.
Wow, yeah. I mean, we should stop making these predictions.
I know.
Because we are crap at it.
I'm glad I'm not a betting man.
Yeah, one of those things, I guess, I think Sydney had a great first round. He must have just eked that second round. They must have just saw something there that they thought, yeah, I took that. Maybe they didn't value the submission attempts and that as highly as we did. And they've given it to a majority decision to Sydney.